Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, man, we got a video by the man Barry McCock, and a link to his channel description below. Video titled Worst NBA Finals MVPs Ever. I started sweating a little bit reading this title just because, you know, man, my 04 Detroit Pistons, most disrespected franchise in NBA history, did not have a single player in the top 75 players of all time. The only championship team not to have one in there, which is so stupid. You know, man, Chauncey Billups was the head of, them dudes that didn't really have a home until they found Detroit. So hopefully my man Barry pays respect towards Chauncey, but let's get it.
In this video, I'm going to name the worst finals
Chauncey
MVPs in NBA history. While I believe for the most part, voters over the years have gotten the award correct, there are still a few that they miss. Without further ado, let's begin. 1970, Willis Reed. Reed was excellent through the first 4 games of the series, putting up 31.8 points per game and 15 rebounds per game. He would score just 11 points combined over the last 3 games due to injury. New York went 2-1 in those 3 games, with Reed missing Game 6. In the Knicks' 2 wins with a hobbled Reed, Walt Clyde Frazier averaged a stellar 28.5 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 15.5.
Wait, was this the series where Willis Reed came back and, because he was injured and some people were cheering and stuff? Because if that's the case, it definitely was the Hype Beast Award then, because you got it, for coming back from injury, and it wasn't based off numbers.
Per game on almost 68% shooting, including a legendary 36.19 assist performance in Game 7.
Damn.
Frazier would end up averaging 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists per game for the series on an impressive 54% shooting.
Super good
numbers.
He
was also, more importantly, the team's best player in its 2 most important wins. I think he got snubbed. 1973, Willis Reed. Yes, it's Willis Reed again. Although this time the beef I have with him is more about his rather unimpressive per-game averages of 16.4 points a game, 9.2 rebounds a game, and 2.6 assists per game on 49.
Yeah, that's like a 34-year-old Zach Randolph.
% shooting. He didn't lead his own team in any major stat that was available at the time. He was 3rd in points, 2nd in rebounds, and 5th in assists. He also played just 30 minutes a game. Truth be told, this Finals MVP realistically could have gone to 4 of Reed's teammates.
Oh,
Bill
wow,
Bradley, Walt Frazier,
Yeah, they definitely should hit somebody else up. I mean, the man already had one. Pay some respects towards, Bill Bradley or something.
Monroe or Dave DeBusschere. They all had similar production to Reed, but I suspect Reed got the award due to name recognition and being the face of the franchise. 1978, Wes Unseld.
Steph Curry crying somewhere.
The entire argument for winning this award was that he was the team's leader and he provided all the intangibles needed to will the team to victory or something like that. I don't know. Look, I'm not here to smear Unseld's leadership ability, but this guy won Finals MVP for averaging 9 points a game, the lowest ever for a Finals MVP.
Wow.
Sure, he did well on
good
the
defense
boards and could pass for a big man, but I'm sorry, I just can't get over
9 points. I mean, the rebounding's fine. These are the most garbage numbers I've ever seen. Bro, these are nasty, man.
for how minimal his scoring contribution was. I would
Wes Unseld looked like Wesley Johnson.
Bob Dandridge, as I believe he was the most consistent Bullets player in the series, although certainly not dominant by any measure. 1979, Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson had a very good all-around series in the 1979 finals, putting up 22.6 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 6 assists per game, 1.8
good all-around numbers,
2.2 blocks per game on 46% shooting. However, in my opinion, his teammate Gus Williams was even better and should have gotten the award. Williams averaged over 6 more points per game on better efficiency than Johnson did, and to me, that's enough to make up for the other stat categories.
Yeah, I guess in this case, maybe it's like how many of them shots were like set up by Dennis Johnson's playmaking and stuff. Because his finals MVP, if the value came from, Dennis making plays for the dude, then I guess I can kind of see that.
But where Johnson has him beat. It's really
the other guys still got to make the shots, though.
1980, Magic Johnson. This is one of the tougher selections on this list. On one hand, Magic had his legendary 42-15-7 performance in Game 6 to clinch the series, and the title with Kareem out due to injury. On the other hand, Kareem was so dominant through the first 5 games of the series to give LA a 3-2 lead. If the NBA was going to give Willis Reed Finals MVP in 1970, despite missing essentially 2.5 games, why not Kareem here? Kareem averaged a ridiculous 33.4 points per game, 13.6
that near triple-double too,
3.2 assists, 0.6 steals per game, 4.6 blocks per game on 55% shooting. Magic's numbers in the series were tremendous themselves, but Kareem was on another level. I can honestly go either way.
Who got more
no offense
finals MVPs?
1971,
guards or big guys?
Cedric Maxwell. No offense to Maxwell, but he's arguably the worst player to ever win finals MVP.
Wow.
He was terrible in the first 2 games while teammate Larry Bird Bird got off to a good, not great start. But where Maxwell got the edge was in games 3 to 5.
See the numbers.
Where Bird was pretty terrible and Maxwell was excellent. Bird outplayed Maxwell in the series-clinching Game 6 win, and based on the numbers, either Maxwell or Bird, despite underachieving relative to his normal standards, could have gotten this award.
Yo, look at them rebounds, though, man. 15 rebounds? I'm sorry, that's Larry Bird. Like, the efficiency, okay, I get that, but, like, I mean, that's like, so that's like 17 points off, like, damn, what, 16 shots, roughly, something like that? Yeah, man. That's Larry Bird right there. 15 rebounds and 7 assists. That's the difference maker. That's that field goal difference right there, bro. Like, it ain't that big a deal to me.
Series averages are unimpressive compared to other Finals MVPs, which is why he's here. 1982, Magic Johnson.
Magic.
I'm not saying that Magic played poorly by any means, but he was 5th on his own team in points per game and didn't even lead his own team in assists per game. There were honestly about 3 to 4 other Lakers players who could have taken home the award. Jamal Wilkes led the team in scoring, Kareem anchored the defense, and
Norman Nixon with 18 points 10 assists
per game. Although nobody really had a clear-cut advantage over the other. They probably just gave it to Magic because he has a great porn name. 1988, James Worthy.
Yeah, great smile, too. Great
smile. Finals is most remembered for his legendary Game 7 performance where he dropped 36 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists. There's no doubt Worthy had a very good series and came up clutch, but Magic deserved this award and, quite frankly, got robbed. He averaged a stellar 21 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists per game.
It's kind of weird how they get it some years, and other years it's just like,
the offense
no, you don't get it now.
He usually did. Although the real MVP for the Lakers in this series might have been the refs for their phantom foul call late in Game 6 that extended the series.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1996, Michael Jordan.
Yes, sir.
By far the worst of the 6 Finals MVPs Jordan won. This inclusion isn't necessarily me
who should have got it, Scotty?
Getting the award, but he had a very up and down series, and overall his performance was just meh, at least for MJ's standards. The first 3 games he was great to help give Chicago a commanding 3-0 series lead.
All right, I don't see no Chauncey yet, so
won it. But over the final 3 games he was terrible, shooting just 36.7% from the field and averaging more turnovers than assists. Even in the title-clinching Game 6 win, he shot just 5 of 19 from the field. Let's just say MJ was very fortunate he got to play the Sonics instead of the KD Warriors in this series. 2005, Tim Duncan. 2005 Finals is why
I think we might be in the clear here, man. Because he said, yeah, I got 2005 Tim Duncan, Pistons 104, man. Yo, I think Barry's the big-time W, man. Now listen, Chauncey. Yes, sir, man.
One of the most forgettable finals ever despite going 7 games, and for good reason. Many of the games were either blowouts or incredibly low-scoring bore fests. Somebody had to win Finals MVP though, so it was given to Tim Duncan, who had a pretty meh series by his standards. His efficiency was terrible, especially for a big man. He was still a beast on the board.
Don't show the shot by Robert, please.
But teammate Manu Ginobili had a great argument to win the award due to his incredible efficiency. In the end, though, the bigger name won out. 2008.
Robert Horry won the ring, too.
The 2008 Finals MVP
could have gone to
Pants Pierce. Pierce, who actually won, KG or Ray Allen. Pierce had the most well-rounded offensive stats. KG led in rebounding and defense, while Allen's efficiency was off the charts. I don't necessarily disagree.
I think it's, like Paul Pierce here because of, like, he was there since the beginning.
With Poopy Pants Pierce winning, but it's one of the weaker Finals MVP performances in recent memory statistically for a team that pretends like they were a dynasty for winning 1 ring. You don't see the 2004 Pistons acting like this. 2010.
Thank you. Hey, yes, man. Barry, I knew, man. I like this guy, man. Like he knows exactly what he's talking about, bro. Exactly, man. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a W.
Now. Kobe's 2010 Finals was interesting. His best performances actually came in losses, while his efficiency in the Lakers' 4 wins were very bad, especially in his infamous Game 7 performance where he shot a dreadful 6 for 24, but lucked out to win. Yes, I know about his rebounding and that everybody else shot poorly in that game, but I really don't give a fuck. Sorry. Pau Gasol is the other Finals MVP candidate from this series. He was a force on the boards, especially the offensive board. Played nice defense on KG and came up huge in Game 7. I don't necessarily have an issue with Kobe winning.
Yeah, I'm fine with Kobe getting it, to be honest.
An argument for his greatness, even though he won the award. 2014, Kawhi Leonard. The 2014 Spurs were the ultimate do-it-by-committee team, meaning no one player was ever going to put up major stats, which is why it's not...
The thing about the MVP award versus the Finals MVP award is that, I don't know, man, like... There's no consistency with it whatsoever. It's like some years it's based off like the nice story, and like some years it's based off of like the crazy stats, and it's just like I want some like some consistency with it. You know what I'm saying?
Not
I don't know.
surprising that when they won the title,
Like, what is the MVP award? What is it?
In this case, Leonard didn't have overwhelming numbers. Kawhi was awful the first 2 games of the series before going on a 3-game tear with otherworldly efficiency, while San Antonio mollywopped.
Yo, Kawhi Leonard really played with the big
when
three.
When it comes to all-time Finals MVP numbers, Kawhi's 2014 award is one of the worst in terms of volume, and he deserves to be here. 2015, Andre Iguodala. Probably the most controversial Finals MVP selection of all time, or at least in recent years. Iguodala winning this was basically the voters' way of giving it to LeBron James without giving it to LeBron James. LeBron averaged a high-volume, low-efficiency 36 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists per game for an injury-decimated Cavs team that had no business taking.
Yeah, that's I mean, you can only stop LeBron to some extent, but that field goal efficiency is not great, but still.
To 6 games. Iguodala started the series on the bench, but once he was inserted into the starting lineup in Game 4, the Warriors won the last 3 games. Let's be real here. Iguodala played a big role in Golden State winning for sure, but Golden State's best player in this series was Steph Curry. Looking back on it, I would be fine with either Steph or LeBron getting this award over Iguodala. I'm just still pissed that Kyrie got hurt. Eat Arby's. 2017 and 2018, Kevin Durant.
Yo, what's
Kevin
wrong
Durant
with Arby's?
Had 2 of the greatest finals.
I like curly fries
all time in 2017 and 2018. So why
Frosties,
is he here?
that's
Because
Wendy's.
fuck Kevin Durant for joining the Warriors. These finals MVPs don't count, and they belong to LeBron. You're goddamn right. I'm a salty little bitch.
All right.